Middle management is one of the most challenging jobs. And today, I'm going to unpack the top leadership challenges that mid-level leaders face and the support they desperately need that you can provide. Let's dive in. Mid-level leaders, those who bridge the gap between senior management and frontline employees, often face a unique set of challenges as they strive to execute the organization's vision while managing the day-to-day operational activities. The challenges are undoubtedly countless, but I want to toss out a few and highlight the support that you can provide. Let's start by talking about their day-to-day. Many mid-level leaders have to juggle the long-term strategic goals of the business with the immediate needs of their clients and teams. And this can often create a tension and conflict regarding where to prioritize their time and resources. They need to effectively communicate and influence their team and upper management, which requires a skillful balance of diplomacy and assertiveness. Identifying and nurturing the growth of their team is yet another area of responsibility. See, because leaders must create opportunities for development and also ensure that the day-to-day operations do not suffer. Now let's talk about change. Mid-level leaders are frequently on the front line of implementing changes dictated by senior management, which can be challenging if they're not entirely convinced of the benefits or even lack the resources to manage the change effectively. They are often responsible for making tough decisions on allocating limited resources, which, if not carefully managed, can impact team morale and performance. Keeping the team motivated, especially during high stress or change, is vital for maintaining productivity and preventing burnout. Mid-level leaders are often the first lines of defense when problems emerge. Let's be honest, they have to provide guidance and foster an environment that encourages their team to effectively problem solve while having to have the awareness to know when to jump in and when to provide additional help and when to back off. Communication is yet another challenge. They're often required to provide clear and consistent communication, both in conveying the vision and strategy from senior management and the understanding and advocating for their team's needs. See, this balancing act is not always easy. Setting clear expectations, monitoring performance, and providing constructive feedback are essential components of their role. Growing themselves and their team is also on their list. See, continuous self-improvement is necessary to stay relevant and effective as a leader, which can be difficult to focus on amidst all the other responsibilities they have. This is only a sample list of the challenges your mid-level leaders face. Addressing these challenges often requires mid-level leaders to enhance their leadership skills. And the one thing I always tell them is this: leaders are teachers. And to be a great teacher, one must first become a great student. This is both good and bad news. See, the bad news is that the further up the leadership ladder they climb, the greater the challenges they'll face. The good news is if they operate with that student mindset I just mentioned, they'll be better prepared for those challenges as they encounter them. Many mid-level leaders get promoted because they're good at what they do. The challenge is the skill that got them promoted are not the same skills they need to succeed in a leadership position. Don't let that become an excuse, and don't let a lack of confidence in your leadership skills hold you back. Invest in yourself. Leadership is one of the most rewarding professions once you master it. With the right tools, you have an opportunity to make a positive, meaningful difference and become the leader that others want to follow. Now, as a senior executive, you need to encourage your leadership team to continually seek mentors. You got to highlight the importance of building relationships with peers across the business who can help them accelerate results. You got to provide clarity on priorities. You got to create consistent communication channels to ensure you stay connected. You got to provide real-time access to data to help them make informed decisions. Involving them in the early planning stages to ensure they're advocates for change, not just enforcers. You got to give them a voice. You got to cultivate a culture where thought leadership and creativity are rewarded. Invest in their leadership growth and development before someone else does. See, your mid-level leaders are the linchpins of your business. They are an extension of you. They are the culture carriers who connect your vision to the operational heartbeat of every employee. Your job is to provide support, foster growth, and empower your mid-level leaders with the tools and the confidence they need to thrive. If you want help, let's start a conversation. Together, we can outline and build a leadership operating model that turns these challenges that I just mentioned into stepping stones for success. I included a link in the description if you're interested. If you're not ready yet, hey, that's cool. Let me give you a copy of my book, Freedom to Experiment: How to Ignite a New Level of Energy, Focus, and Momentum in Yourself and Your Team. I'll buy the book. You just pay for shipping. Follow the link in the description, and I'll personally sign a copy for you. Okay, if you like what I shared today, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment related to your business, and of course, subscribe, because each week I'm sharing content to help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Remember this, you're just one idea away. We'll talk to you soon.